Welcome to Tuesdays with Tara. I'm Tara Bundance, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about dreams and hopes and desires. And we're going to do an exercise to kind of help us get a little deeper into what our true hopes and dreams are. And so I'm going to ask you to get a piece of paper and a pen, and we're going to get started right away with that exercise. So before I go into the talk about hopes, dreams, and desires, we're going to jump right into this exercise. And what we're going to do is, without thinking too much about it, without getting too much in our heads about it, we're just going to dive right in to our hearts and listen to what our heart's desires truly are. So, the way we're going to do this is take a piece of paper, and on that paper, you're going to, on the left side, you're just going to write these words. I'm not going to tell you anything about them. Don't try to figure them out or what they mean, why you're writing them. Just write them down. Look, feel, with, where, take in slash do, live, go, work slash play. Okay. So set that aside close enough where you can reach it and put a pen near there so that you can reach for your pen as soon as you're finished with this exercise. So the first thing we're going to do is close our eyes and take a deep breath. Now I'm going to ask you to imagine yourself in the future. Could be 2 years from now, could be 6 months from now, could be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, whatever future you looks like at their happiest. Imagine yourself and you have everything you need, everything you want, everything that you desire. Now, just see yourself in this future space as yourself. Remember that this is you. This isn't a made up version of yourself. This is truly you, the you that you know you want to be, or the you that you know you can be. So take a deep breath into that space. Okay, now visualize yourself fully immersed in your life, expressing joy and happiness, experiencing the life of your dreams, the life of your desires. First, tell me what you look like. Just immediately, the first thought you have, what do you look like? If you want to take a moment to pause and write it down next to look, or you can come back to it in a little while. But exactly what do you see? What do you look like? Mostly just your body and your face and your hair if you have any. And if you don't, do you wear hats? What kind of glasses do you wear if you wear glasses? What kind of jewelry are you wearing if you like jewelry? Just think about kind of how you're built. Do you have a smile on your face? How do you look? Close your eyes again, take a deep breath. Now imagine yourself again, this future, joyful, happy self who's got all you need, all you want. How do you feel? First thing that comes to your mind, how do you feel? If you want to take a moment to write it down next to feel, go ahead and do that now. And as soon as you're finished writing, all the detail you can think of about how you feel, go ahead and put your pen down and close your eyes again. Okay, without thinking about it too much, who are you with? Do you have a spouse, children, pets? Imagine yourself as joyful as you can be, and imagine who you are with. Do you have housemates? Do you surround yourself with friends? Do you have plants in your house or around you? Are your parents there? Or people that you consider your parents? Aunties, uncles, grandparents? Just imagine, who are you spending time with in this joyful, happy, abundant, prosperous place where you feel the most joyful and happy? Go ahead and write all those down. And when you are finished, close your eyes again. Take a deep breath into your heart. Visualize yourself again. You have everything you want, everything you need, everything you desire. What are you wearing? What's in your closet, in your dresser? Shoes, clothing, jewelry, accessories, bags, wallet, whatever it is that you would normally carry around with you. What does that look like? What are you wearing in this perfect scenario that feels exactly like the you that you desire to be? Good. Now put your pen or pencil down, take another deep breath, and close your eyes. In this perfect scenario, what do you eat? What do you drink? What kind of things do you like to do? Mostly for fun, but just everyday kind of experience. What do you eat? What do you drink? What kind of things do you do on a daily basis? Go ahead and write those down next to take in/do. And when you're finished, take a deep breath, close your eyes, put down your writing utensil, plug back in to this life of your dreams. Now imagine in this life of your dreams, where do you live? Could be a particular kind of home, could be a particular place in the world. Where do you live? Where do you spend the most time? Where do you lay down your head at night? Visualize the most perfect home or place to live of your dreams. Go ahead and write that down in as much detail as you can muster without thinking about it too much. Just the things that pop into your head first. Write it down next to live. And when you're finished, close your eyes, put down your pen or pencil, take a deep breath. This is fun. I hope you're enjoying this. If so, bring a little smile to your face. See this person that you are in another time space reality, another dimension, considering your future self, which could be very soon, could be a few years from now, but taking a deep breath and knowing that this person exists within you. Okay, so take a moment now and think about the kinds of places that you like to go. Do you travel? If so, how do you get there? Do you drive around a lot? Does someone drive you? Do you ride with someone? Who goes with you on these places? What kind of places do you go? You can even visualize yourself shopping at the grocery store. But we're talking about all kinds of different things. If you like to travel or would like to travel, write that down. I'm traveling. I'm with such and such on these trips. Now write that down next to go, and that would include how do you get there? Do you have your own vehicle? And if so, what does it look like? What kind of vehicle is it? And if not, if someone drives you, then what kind of vehicle is that? Do you fly places? Do you take cruises? Do you walk? Do you hike? Do you backpack? Do you camp? Do you travel in luxury? Do you travel in simplicity? There's no right or wrong answer. This is your life, the life of your dreams. No need to go overboard or extreme. Just think about the things that you really, truly desire. And you can go to extremes if you like. Those are just a little harder to visualize when we take a moment to read through the notes that we're writing for ourselves. So make it extravagant if you choose, or make it simple, whatever you feel most comfortable doing right now. This is your dream life. If you've written all of that down, go ahead and close your eyes again and take a deep breath. And the last one we're going to do is, what do you do for work or money? And what do you do for play, for fun? If there's anything you haven't already written down, this is the place to do it with the work and fun. Like, what are your experiences on a regular basis? What do you do for a living? How do you bring money into your home? What do you do for fun, to play, hobbies that you might have? Go ahead and write those down. Take a deep breath, and when you're finished, put your pen down. We're actually going to take one more moment to really see if there's anything we haven't written down. Now's the time to write it down. Anything that you might have forgotten about this dream self, the ideal version of you. Is there anything that you haven't written down? Go ahead and write that down now. The image, the visualization, exactly who you see yourself as, how you see yourself, the things that you might be doing, the things that you might be experiencing, the people you might be experiencing it with. Write it all down. Anything that you might have forgotten or haven't written down yet, now's the time. And when you feel complete, go ahead and set down your writing utensil. Close your eyes, sit back, relax into this space. Put your hands on your heart. Tell yourself thank you for opening up to this vision of yourself, living the life of your dreams. Know and trust that this dream isn't just a pipe dream. This is the truth of who you know you're capable of being. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to visualize it. Take another deep breath, holding your heart, breathing in gratitude. Drop your hands to your lap, open your eyes, and now look down at your list. What did you write that surprised you? What did you write that didn't surprise you? Take some time to really take in this list. Take in these things that you wrote. And if there's anything that you forgot to write down, take some time to add that now. And again, don't go so overboard that you feel like it's unreachable. The vision that you saw when you closed your eyes and I asked you to visualize yourself a little bit in the future, having everything you desire, that is the reachable you. That's the version of yourself that you are fully capable of being because you can see it now. You can see it here in this moment. And then go ahead and give this person a name or a nickname, a title, something like, I don't like to call it future self. I like to call it either parallel universe self, or I actually gave mine a name, Millionaire Terra. And so when I visualize Millionaire Terra, I can see her very clearly now because I've been doing this exercise multiple times, and come back and do this exercise in a month or in a couple of months or in, a year, and see how this vision might change and see the things that you might have actually already accomplished by that point. Because the more you tap into and plug into this version of yourself, the more that version of yourself will communicate the things that you need to do to get there. It's going to let you know, it's going to remind you, hey, I'm doing these things. The only way that's going to happen is if you do blank, blank, and blank. And so when you find yourself making those deeper connections, notice how close you become to that version of yourself. It might have seemed many years in the future, and it might end up being only a few months in the future, or, a shorter period of time. And so keep doing this exercise, keep reading the things that you've written down, and let yourself take it in because you know it's possible because you visualized it. I didn't give you any idea of what you were going to do when we started this exercise, except maybe a few words. And then once we started getting into the exercise, the version of you that you saw is the true version of who you know you're capable of being. Now, don't beat yourself up because you don't have all of these things yet. And don't beat yourself up if you think that some of these things are unattainable because of your experiences that you're having now. Because the person who's living this experience, what we might call the future parallel universe, the person who's living that has had to go through certain things to get there. And you're going to be going through certain things to get there. So take the time to give yourself permission to walk into that experience, to move into that experience, and enjoy the time that you're doing it because you're giving yourself permission to love yourself into the version of yourself that you desire. Also, give yourself permission to love yourself where you are right now, because this is the version of you that manifests and creates and builds and grows to become that other version of yourself. And the one you are now is perfect, whole, and complete. And the one that you will become is perfect, whole, and complete. Doesn't mean that anyone necessarily is better than the other version. It just means if you have dreams and hopes and desires, but you don't necessarily know what they are, this exercise helps you figure that out, helps you see that more clearly, helps you get more precise, more specific about the way that you choose to feel and experience your life. So have fun with this exercise and maybe drop a few comments down there below and let me know what this turned out to be for you. How did you experience this exercise? Have an amazing time doing this. Have a beautiful week and be you out loud. Have a blessed and beautiful day. Thanks for joining me on Tuesdays with Tara. See you next week.